I should go now quietly, for my bones have found a place to lie down and sleep, where all my layers can become reeds, all my limbs can become trees.
I can see you sad, even when you smile, even when you laugh. I can see it in your eyes, deep inside you wanna cry.
I'm tired and I want to go to bed.
So I got edges that scratch, and sometimes I don't got a filter, but I'm so tired of eating all of my misspoken words.
It's the opinion of the entire staff that Dexter is criminally insane.
I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions have an echo in so much space. And when you're out there without care, yeah, I was out of touch. But it wasn't because I didn't know enough. I just knew too much. Does that make me crazy?
That boy needs therapy.
Psychosomatic.
That boy needs therapy.
Psychosomatic.
There's nothing to do here, some just whine and complain. In bed at the hospital, coming and going, asleep and awake. In bed at the hospital.
Have I gone mad?
Afraid so. You're entirely bonkers. But I'll tell you a secret. All the best people are.
Hey Joe, where you going with that gun of yours?
Help, I have done it.
Well, the first thing you do as a therapist is you try to get more details. You try to ascertain if they've got a plan. Have they worked out how they're going to do it, how they're going to accomplish it? Are they going to, what sort of, method are they going to use?
I think that because I had a suicide in my family many years ago, it left my entire family incredibly devastated. Nobody really knew that this was happening. The difference with cancer, of course, is that typically end-of-life situation, when the doctors say that's all we can do, kind of tie up your affairs, people are already in the grieving process and know that somebody is going to be dying. Oftentimes with suicide, it comes out of the blue.
You're in so much pain at that moment. Are you wondering, I wonder how my parents are doing right now? No, you would do anything to stop that pain.
They're, putting the blame on the person who committed suicide and saying that they've just dumped all the problems on people who are still here.
Tiredness, wearing really baggy clothes.
Like when someone drinks and they're an alcoholic and they're trying to numb and they won't admit it. Also a lack of self-care. They're not taking care of their personal space or their body anymore. I think that's another big one.
Depression sometimes looks different. So somebody might not be sad, or somebody might not be, suddenly more disconnected, but somebody might be more angry, or somebody might be more, acting out with substances. So it's good to pay attention when your gut sense tells you that something is just not right.
Kind of like the match that lights the wick.
It could really be anything that can set off a chain of thoughts and feelings and body sensations that can wind up leading to a presenting issue.
My daughter was half Arab, and so a lot of times when I'm seeing news about the Middle East, that'll be like a trigger for me, because I miss talking to her about the Middle East because she was interested in it too, because she was Arab. So triggers can be really weird. They can't be the obvious things. Like some people might say, oh, like when's the biggest trigger for you being, seeing her friends, or, like something, or, seeing a picture of her, things like that. But for me, triggers can be kind of odd.
I think in mental illness, a lot of times people assign blame to the person, like it's their fault that they have a mental illness, whereas physical illnesses tend to be seen as out of your control.
My personal experience, I know with my daughter, when, so she killed herself, and my opinion is because she had some mental illness going on. I think that's pretty obvious. When someone kills himself, there's obviously something mental going on, but like people don't want to like accept that there can be, like the mental illness can be a reason for that.
Whereas mental problems, people still view those as, oh, there's something wrong with that person. They're a weak person.
You must not be working hard enough or doing X, Y, or Z to get yourself better. It's all in your head.
People don't really care.
People treat mental diseases as something that people just need to get over. Depression, I've heard people say, oh, just get off your butt, go for a run, you'll feel better, take a nap, you'll feel better. You would never say that to someone with cancer or something. So, my opinion, they're viewed very differently, and that needs to change.
I think in a way it's a lot like what happened with the acceptance of homosexuality. People who are personally affected by it or know people or whatever have to sort of come out of the closet.
Youth and children, if they start talking about it, then adults will also talk about it more. Some of them will still feel uncomfortable, I think. But, so I think education is a big piece of that.
I think that we need more health classes for every single grade that you go into, and more awareness type activities and groups around the school.
We need to make healthcare free for every citizen here in the United States. I personally think we should have healthcare free everywhere in the world. The reason being that if a person is stable mentally, they can make good decisions, and they can have good boundaries, and they can know when to say yes and when to say no, and they can take better care of themselves. So I know it's a far-fetched political idea, but I think it's one that is coming to its time, given the violence that we're seeing in the world right now.
It should be like any other health care. It should be free if someone is unable to pay. Absolutely.
I come from a country, from Germany, where all mental health and physical illnesses, all treatment is free. Everybody's covered under health insurance. And so if we want that people get help, especially people who live with really difficult challenges, it needs to be free, otherwise it's not fair.
Any kind of connection, it can be to pets or other people, is important. So not isolating yourself.
Focusing on the positive, practice gratitude, journaling, meditation.
I think first and foremost is having people that you can talk to.
Try to start low and then build yourself back up.
Go back into something that you love doing. Surrounding yourself with a good group of friends.
Walks in nature, working with a group that does walks in nature, artwork.
I do believe that mentoring is the biggest thing, that when you can get in a position to role model for somebody else or help somebody else, I think something, whether it's volunteering or mentoring or getting into a field where you can be of service.
Finding some type of spirituality, higher power to help you with, whether you believe in God or something else.